Doom fans, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Glock. How are you guys doing? I hope you're enjoying some Doom Eternal. You're enjoying some battle mode because we have some things to discuss today. I'm certain everybody knows that ID, id Software, they are very passionate about battle mode, right? And they're very passionate about updating it and keeping it alive and keeping it circulating because they definitely do not want to have traditional multiplayer in the game, right? Like that's probably never going to happen. I think they're just going to really focus on the single player mode, their new coming invasion mode, and their battle mode, and that's what we got going on, which isn't a bad idea, but that's a story for another day. For right now, I want to talk about the future to come. So we do know that id Software is talking about adding another map to battle mode in an update. We don't know when. I don't know when. No one knows when, right? But the fact of the matter is that we know that they're making another map for it, and it's going to be the best map they've ever put together. That sounds dope. But they also said that they want to add more demons, and that's with an S, and it's plural. Now, the thing about the people in the battle mode community is we're kind of like excited. We don't know what the hell to expect. We don't know what's coming next. We have no idea, right? So this gives a lot of room for speculation and discussion. So you guys, I want to have a discussion with you, and I want to speculate the demons that are gonna come in the future. So let's do it. Now, first on my list is Spectre. Spectre is basically Pinky, only with the ability to go invisible. So that's really cool. Pinky is capable of charging its enemies, right? It has a bite and it can go invisible, right? So how would this all work out in battle mode? The way that I look at it is that Circle would be its cloak, right? So kind of like, you know, Circle would equate to its dash, but more like it's defensive, the way I look at it. So for example, the Marauder, you press Circle, you dash. Same thing with the Revenant. Whenever you play with the Archvile, it's your wall, right? So it's basically your defensive ability, right? So Circle is defensive. So I would say that if you press Circle with the Pinky, you go invisible as a Spectre, right? I feel like its primary attack would be like its bite, and then its special attack would be its charge. I feel like this charge would be really cool if when you hit the Slayer directly, right, you get to stagger the Slayer for a brief period of time, very brief. And this will give the demons the ability to do things like use their poison fields, things like the Archvile can make a play off that by basically by using his Lake of Fire. You can use the Mancubus to smoke him out and use his flamethrower. You can make a lot of plays off of it, but I don't think it'd be too overpowered because the fact that not every demon can do that. You would have to build a team of demons specifically for that situation. So if you had a Marauder with that, you would miss out on a lot of damage. Like the most you could probably do is double stack poison fields. But imagine if you could double stack poison fields and use a Revenant Rocket Barrage. You know, I think it'll make a lot of demons that aren't that good be way more useful. Like again, the Mancubus and the Revenant, very easy demons to break apart, but they don't have a lot of real setup because the Slayer is so mobile. You know what I mean? The Slayer is so mobile and does so much damage that I think that having a Pinky to just stop him for a little bit and get him right where you want him to would be kind of cool. I don't know, maybe a little bit OP, maybe, but again, the moment that you have will be very brief. It's not like he's just going to be sitting there forever. Another demon I thought would be a really cool inclusion, the Harvester. First appeared in Doom 2016, was a really cool demon, and I thought it was really dope to have it in PvP as well. And I think that there's a way that we can actually work him in the Doom Eternal's battle mode. The Harvester has a beam attack. Whilst damaging enemies allows the Harvester to absorb your life force. However, this beam does have a limited range. The more health that the prey has, the more life that the beam will take for the Harvester, right? And this will basically give it the ability to access a detonation attack, and it's charged by absorbing this life force, and when it's unleashed, it fires several plasma balls. And they're not like the BFG in a sense, they don't have the tendrils on them, but they're pretty damn devastating. So how we work this out? So we know the Harvester can kind of float around, right? We've seen the Harvester float. So Circle, I think, would give it a dodge. I think its primary attack should be the beam, right? And I think that a special attack should obviously be the little like spheres that it fires off. So that would basically come with a cooldown or a charge time, sorry, that would be based off of the damage that it does to the Slayer, because that's how it works. And that would be super dope. That would probably be the best keep out demon. That would be the best keep out demon. This would force the Slayer to play in a way that is ranged. And I think that would be really cool because a lot of people do not like the super shotgun, ballista kind of quick swapping meta. I had some guys actually yesterday in the stream. I'm streaming and they're mad because like I can hear his super shotgun ballista just firing off, and that would be a really good solution right there. Having a keep out demon would be really cool. I think we only have like what, one keep out demon, and that's the Archvile. His fire and his flame lake will force a Slayer to get away. It will force him to get away, and it can also trap him. You know, there's a lot of different things you can use that for, but That's the only demon we have that plays a solid keep out game. Every other demon's keep out game is kind of like a gimmick, but the Archvile has true keep out game, and we need another demon that has some pretty good keep out game. That'd be really cool. All right, my next demon comes from Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil. It's the Vulgar, which is basically an imp, only it's not an imp. So it doesn't throw a fireball, it throws a plasma ball. Now this plasma ball does do less damage than the imp's fireball, right? But it has a claw attack and it has a leap attack. So I think there's a way that we can work this out. So I think that with the Vulgar, we should have it basically use circle for its leap, right? And its leap, I guess, in a way can kind of act as the Archvile's dash, something that's going to be really fast, really quick, and can get in and get out, right? Because it's not going to do a lot of damage, right? And then its fireball is with its primary fire, and then its special fire should be the claw attack. I think the claw attack should do big damage, right? And I think that that's the way that will justify its cooldown. So it would have to basically rely on kind of setups, right? So it have to kind of like poke, play at a distance, you know, range everything out, and then it uses circle button to get in, and uses big claw attack, or you know, it can use this big claw attack and press circle to get out, you know, however it wants to go about doing the situation based off of the opportunity presented. And I think that would be the best way that we can factor in a Vulgar. I can see that working out. That would be so cool, because on top of that, its plasma ball does do splash damage, so it makes sense, right? It's a really good primary fire. It'd be similar to a Revenant with melee capabilities. I think melee demons are so dope. I want to see more direct damage from hands. Another demon that I'm speculating is the Bruiser from Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil. Now this one I'm a little on the fence about. I guess it will all depend on how it balances them. I don't really want to talk about balancing because I'm no master in balancing, right? But basically this guy is a big boy, right? He probably would not have any circle button the way I look at him, because what he does is he just kind of like rushes you down, and he has like these two big ass alternating firing guns on his hand. So I don't really know how we would actually make him work, but I would really love to see him in. I think that we need like a demon that could do some solid pressure on the Slayer, but not be overbearing with it. Maybe this demon I probably shouldn't count in, honestly, but I really like the Bruiser. I thought the Bruiser would be dope, but the more I think about it now, it would be really hard to work him into battle mode. And that's the thing about it. We got to be realistic about this, because there's a few demons I wanted to see. Like, I would love to play as a Tyrant, but no, because it's a Tyrant. You don't want a Tyrant in battle mode. And last on my list, the Berserk Hunter from Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil. I love Doom 3. I think a lot of people, they didn't really like it too much, but I thought that Doom 3 was actually pretty cool. The Berserk Hunter is a boss fight, right? But he's basically a Hell's Knight. Now, I want to play as a Hell's Knight. That would be so cool, but that's already a summon. So he already has an NPC role. We cannot play as a Hell's Knight. Understandable, right? But the Berserk Hunter would be a really good and better alternative. So what the Berserk Hunter does is he can fire a projectile. He has melee attacks, and for defensive, he can leap, right? So he can jump around with circle, obviously, right? He can throw his fireballs with, you know, R2, and then his special attack would be his punches, right? And I can see that being really dope for the game, because again, I just think that more melee demons would really help, because every single demon just fires projectiles, just, you know, at a distance, throw. Having a demon that has to get in to do big damage, I think that would just make some really cool mix-ups and some really good synergy. But that's all I have on my list for demons I would love to see included in battle mode. And again, this is all speculation. You know, I don't have any inside information. I don't have anything of that nature. This is just me speculating, thinking it'd be really cool if we all got together and talked about this, because I don't see anybody talking about this. So guys, hop in the comment section down below. Tell me what demons you think would be cool as shit to see in battle mode. What would you like to play as, and tell me how we would make it work. I'm interested to see. I'm going to be in the comment section talking to you guys. It's been your boy Glock. Thank you guys for giving me the time of day. If you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe. Become a homie. Talk to all my homies. Popping homies. You feel me? Yeah, for sure. Become a homie today. And yeah, God bless you guys. Y'all be safe.